Hey guys, Tuluis here. Today I'll describe my adventures on CS:GO Lounge because that's important and everybody wants to hear about a life story, obviously. Well, it's the internet. People watch all sorts of things. I don't know. What do people watch these days? I don't follow. I've been too busy with real life, but somehow free enough to place bets on CS:GO Lounge. So anyway, let's get into this. A long time ago, in a faraway land. Wait, that's not how it starts. Well, basically, I had plenty of sticker capsules in my inventory, and I was like, if these things aren't growing fast enough, I shall make more money by, betting, obviously. That's the most rational, coherent thing that you could possibly do to make money, right? Can't lose money that way anyway. So, the first thing I do is try to put a few skins in, and of course, knowing me being a super awesome skill person, we'll lose the first few games, and then after that get a few wins. A few, just a little bit, to make me a little bit positive, but not really that positive. I was like, hey, this might work out for me. So obviously the first thing that any rational person does is sell his knife and acquire 3 different betting skins. Well, not really. I'm just crazy like that. So then, on the day itself, must instantly go and lose that skin because I'm good. The first loss is right somewhere in the graph somewhere. You can tell that I never quite recovered from it for a long time. Actually, I did. The thing is about losing is that you end up betting harder, and that's never a cycle that you want to get into. But sometimes I try to avoid it, other times you just fall victim to your own greediness. So the first thing you learn from these things is that you don't bet randomly on random teams that you don't know jack shit about, but you've seen them play in a couple of games before and think that hey, maybe they'll win this game, and then you end up betting on them. It's never a good idea. If you want life lessons 101, if you don't want to immediately go bankrupt like I am, you should consider what team you're betting on and make sure that you're not betting on a team who has consistency issues and or playing with subs. So after that, obviously all in harder, so then lose even more skins. So a grand total of all the skins that I got from my knife all went down the drain because I'm good at betting. Sarcasm. Anyway, so you lost more skins, right? So what's the most rational thing to do then? Well, I don't know. Buy more skins? Oh, could it possibly be? Maybe that's the solution. Oh, so of course, betting on these risky games isn't for me, so I decided to do max bet. And of course, actually it worked out pretty well. I managed to get my first game was a pretty big overpay and I instantly went positive. And then I started actually working on my stat track collection, which I quite like. You see, the thing is that I don't really care about these cosmetic items per se. I just wanted to get Steam messaged while I record this video. Anyway, I just really wanted to get these stat track items. And these stat track items kinda a little bit special because they count and the other weapons don't count. But it's just putting it that way. I like the counters because it makes me feel like I'm playing the game and not actually just buying these things to collect them and look cool. Although that's partially the point, so I'm just making up excuses for myself at this point. And then, well, as the story progresses, you notice that I did take a big loss. If you've managed to go onto my Facebook page and take a look at some of the junk I've been posting recently, I've actually, wow, I'm getting a lot of Steam messages, but I've actually managed to lose 240 value on Fnatic vs Dignitas, but I made it all back within a week. So in that week, I got so many items and my stat track collection was near completion. When I say near completion, right before I recorded this video, the night before, the only thing standing in my way between a complete stat track collection was a stat track SG556. Or is it 553? Damn, I don't use that gun. Anyway, the the whole idea is that I was very close to completing what I wanted to get. But of course, it wasn't meant to be. So cue your MLG set violin music as I explain to you how I magically managed to lose over $400 over one night. It was the most expensive sleep of my life. It was a dark and stormy night, and in that very day, someone decided that Fnatic was going to lose the game, and as such, they devised a devious scheme to make sure that I wasn't able to know about how many substitutes they were going to be using before that match, until it was too late and I'd already fallen into deep slumber. The stage was set and everything was right, but then there was no plot twist, and then this very person, known as the Two Noob Lovers, suddenly lost all his skins overnight because Fnatic had to play against half-decent teams with only 3 normal members, or so I heard. And as such, the urban legend is complete. The Lovers stat track collection has been destroyed, and Evil has ruled the day once again. Will he ever recover from his losses? Find out in the next episode of... Just kidding, there's no next episode. I'm done with this betting thing. I don't want to bet these things anymore, and I'm just gonna say that sometimes, you just want to be a bit more careful with these stuff and try not to be greedy.